Okay, I'm reloaded. This is Big Cappuccino. This is gonna be odds and ends 104. We're gonna take a closer look at some mainline and premium diecast castings that were featured in Show and Tell 200, my last video. On the What we have on the revolving turntable right now is the DeLorean Alpha 5, the debuted in DeLorean Collector Set 2023, designed by Manson Cheong. This is the HW Green Speed 2024 color variation in white, the detailed headlights, tail lights, black plastic base. Has dark smoke tint windows, black interior, G10 SP wheels. It is a replica of a limited edition all electric two-door sports car designed by Italia design Guy Guy G Arrow for the revived DeLorean Motor Company to be the spiritual, according to the Hot Wheels wiki, successor to the DMC DeLorean with a modernized body design inspired by the original car, including the gold wing doors. Over 9,000 units will be produced. Apparently, it goes from 0 to 88 miles per hour in 4.335 seconds. I messed that up. It's supposed to be a joke. A reference to Back to the Future. Reportedly has a top speed of 155 miles per hour. The original DeLorean topped out supposedly at 120 or 130, but if you were lucky. But most of those cars struggled to hit 80 miles per hour on the interstate. Basically, they were the spruce gooses of the automobile industry during the 80s. I hate to say it. It was a dud. Yeah, you have to do your research on John DeLorean to find out why. Design wise, the DeLorean was probably ahead of its time, kind of behind its time a little too, but yeah, it wasn't. It didn't end up being what John DeLorean probably thought it should be. Let's hope this car does better. Next, we have the Monster '91 Monster MX-5 Miata that debuted in HW Speed Graphics 2019, designed by Rio Asada. Let's see if I can get some. I'll put this up here. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties. Designed by Rio Asada. This is the HWJ Imports 2024 variation in black with black, silver, and red stripes on sides. MX-5 on the sides, 18N, whatever that means, on the rear fender. Silver HW logo on sides. Rear license plate. Black plastic base. Smoke tint windows. Red interior. 5 SP wheels. Okay. The other car that you see in green, that's the 2023 Car Culture Modern Classics color variation is premium that I found at Marshall's not too long ago. It was featured in my last odds and ends video. In fact, coincidence, that was the last time this casting was issued, which is it's ironic that I would find the black one, the Mainline, and I had found the green one from the premium, which was the last time the casting was used at all. Like I always say, I didn't choose this hobby. This hobby chose me, so it's just a strange coincidence. You can see the difference between, this is premium. Next, we have the Lotus Type 49. The Lotus Type 49 debuted in HW Race Day 2024. Designed by Fraser Campbell. HW Race Day 2024. This is the first color variation. British Racing Green. Has a Team Lotus Racing livery. 5 on sides and top. White metal base. Yellow tint window. It has a white driver. And I'm not just talking about his race. The whole figure is painted white. Maybe he is albino. That was a joke. I got LH wheels. L4 wheels. Classic Formula One race car replica in real life, powered by a 3-liter Ford Cosworth V8 engine that was driven by a 2-time champion Jim Clark. And even in the final year of racing, this particular car won 12 races in 1970. By then, the Cosworth engine was the most dominant one and dominant engine in Formula One racing until the early 80s. Which I find that strange. Shouldn't, because I think Ford and Lotus worked together on a car. I want to say the Cortina and the Lotus Cardinal. Yeah, the Ford Cortina and I think the Lotus Cardinal. Next, we got the VW Buzz. That debuted in VW Green Speed 2023. Designed by Lindsay Lee. This is the second color variation. VW Vans 2024. Orange with the white stripe. VW logo on front and rear. Detailed headlights and taillights. Black plastic base. Smoke tint windows, white interior, Wi-Fi wheels. Retro style all electric minivan with special panel van variations inspired by the legendary VW Type 2 bus. So it's a pretty cool casting for what it is. And that does it for them. I don't even know why I had these up here. Next we got the we're gonna do the Pack-In Pacer. That debuted in flying colors 1978. Discontinued in 1988. Brought back in 2011 after being retooled by Bob Rosas, a name that I never heard before, and Larry Wood. Larry Wood, probably the most legendary Hot Wheels design, of course. This is the pop culture Beavis and Butthead 2024 version. In dark green with rust on the body, black stripes on the top. It has the red right door with the characters' names. The characters are actually on the red door, and on the orange door on the other side, it just has their names on it. And you see the MTV logo on the rear as a Zamac base. And it has chrome interior, as you saw. Smoke tint windows, dark green and chrome RR Steely wheels. Dark green in the front and chrome in the back. Two different sizes though. This casting has not been utilized in 11 years, and it is a favorite of die-hard veteran collectors. I actually watched the Beavis and Butthead show and the spinoff Daria too. I had the Murphmobile, which Wayne and Garth, which is kind of coincidence, I guess, because to me you can tell that Beavis and Butthead was kind of inspired by Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World. Except when Wayne and Garth were a little more industrious. They had that cable access show. And yeah, this is the I think the Johnny Lightning pop culture from, I think it was from that Clue series though. But I had the trivia questions on Wayne's World. And it's from 2022, if I'm correct. Or 23. I think it's 22. I got it in 23, I think. But it was out in 2022. Fun fact, my first car was almost an AMC Pacer, believe it or not, in 1996. A used car a lot until I spotted a 1982 Chevrolet Monte Carlo that the dealer's teenage or either college age sons, it was summertime, was washing and waxing. It had no numbers on the windshield or nothing. But I wanted that car bad. So I basically told the dealer to name his price. So I don't know. I think this is a later model. Because I think the Murphmobile, I don't know what the Murphmobile is. It's not saying, it's just giving you all the copyright stuff. But it's a cool comparison, man. Next, we got the Datsun King Cab Baja Custom HW Car Culture. Oh yeah, we get rid of this packing for the Beavis and Butthead. Most of y'all already seen this. A lot of y'all got it. But this is the Datsun King Cab Baja Custom HW Car Culture Terra Track 2024, designed by Charlie, and Golo. This is the first color variation. It's a brand new casting. White with red and blue livery, 720 on sides, Datsun on tailgate, Zamac base, smoke tint windows, black interior, gray ORR 8 DOT wheels based on a Datsun 720 truck manufactured by Nissan when they were known as Datsun outside of Japan. The production for this was 79 to 91. This casting features a modified version for off-road racing. Look closely, you can see a pair of gloves. Other things behind the scenes, there's a chase variation with black paint and 10-spoke wheels. Dang, I ain't say nothing about the base. It has a metal base. Zamac base, I'm sorry. Same thing. Yeah, and I had a confrontation when this was during Target when I found this bad boy. I think most of the set was there. Because this is the packaging. Most of the set was there, but I had found other stuff. I think most of the set was there. But there is a chase. But it's a black Datsun truck like this with black paint. And it has 10-spoke wheels. So the dude I had a confrontation with, not really, wasn't, but he followed me from the next aisle because he looked at me when I was on the pegs, and I was still shooting my video. When I stopped and went to the other aisle where the action figures was, came to me and asked me, "Oh, did you find the chase?" I'm like, I didn't know nothing about the chase because it's not on the packaging, but he looked. I was like, nah, and he had that look on him like he was ready to pay me off, buy that chase off me if I had it. So, yeah, there's a black chase out there. So, know how it goes. The hoarders and the scalpers are always out there. Next, we have this Auto World. This is a 1970 Chevy Kingwood Estate wagon. And this is Auto World 2024 Release 2. And no opening features. It's just clean. I think I have one of these, but I think it's a 69. And I think it's green. I looked all over, but I can't find it. So, I don't know where it's at. So, but they're saying this is a new casting for 2024. Or at least a color variation. So, it's clean. Good addition to the collection. Next, what we have is the 1974 Ford Thunderbird from Greenlight showroom floor, Series 6. This is just the packaging, what you can get. And they're based on, I guess, these are what the cars cost when they came out at the time. So, yeah, I knew somebody who had a Thunderbird like this. I think was an actual relative when I was a kid. But I want the variation, I think the 77 or 78 that has the hideaway lights on the front with the bird symbols on over the panels. This is cool though. I was excited to get it. But it's pretty much a low grade Lincoln, like a low grade Lincoln Continental. Pretty much a step up from the Grand Torino. Going and combination, the Grand Torino and the Lincoln Continental. So it's pretty cool. Next, we have 1975 Cadillac Eldorado convertible from that same series, and I think this is what I think I saw this first before I saw the Ford Thunderbird on the pegs at Target. This bad boy is clean. The only thing I don't like about this is the interior. Instead of that lime yellow, if it was white or even black, it would look so much better. But with that said, what else can we say? This has been it's an ends 104. Want to thank the subscribers for holding me down. Hopefully I'll be able to get this video. Well, I'm having technical difficulties with what I'm recording on, but hopefully I'll probably by Monday we'll have something else and I'll have a better setup. Like I always say, this is not the best diecast channel. It's not the worst either. The model here is to show a little love for the diecast. I hope random viewers you come across this video decide to hit subscribe, hit the notification button, leave a like or dislike behind, leave a comment behind. Until the next time, this is Big Dappuccino signing out. Peace and blessings.